If you've been following our channel so far, you know that we've been on an incredible journey through Mike Tyson's career, starting from his debut fight and progressing through the ranks of journeymen and contenders. Today, we reach a pivotal moment, the point of no return, where World Championship boxing awaits us. At just 20 years of age, Tyson shattered records and expectations as the youngest challenger for the heavyweight title in the sport's history. His opponent, Trevor Berbick, a big, strong, and seasoned fighter in his prime, posed the most formidable challenge for Iron Mike thus far. This was undoubtedly Tyson's most demanding test on paper, and we're about to dive into the exhilarating details. So, let's not waste any more time and take a ringside seat for this epic showdown. Back in March 1985, 18-year-old Mike Tyson turned pro, and since then, he had been on a meteoric rise. However, his journey was not without its hardships. Tragedy struck when his trainer and mentor, Cus D'Amato, passed away just 10 months later. Despite this devastating loss, Tyson, now 19, continued his ascent by taking on respectable gatekeepers in the heavyweight division. The thing that set Tyson apart from other promising prospects was how he dealt with superior talent. Even run-of-the-mill journeymen put up better fights than proven contenders when facing the young dynamo. Tyson's skill set transcended the competition, making him a force to be reckoned with. As Tyson progressed and faced top contenders, the results remained the same. Fighters like Jose Ribalta and Marvis Frazier experienced life-altering beatings at the hands of Iron Mike. Tyson's power and precision knew no bounds, and opponents of all sizes, shapes, and statures fell victim to his dominance. His shots were so accurate and precise that he became the master of the pinpoint strike. By August 1986, just 18 months into his professional career, Tyson had become the flag bearer for the heavyweight division. He had fame, fortune, and endorsements aplenty, but without a championship belt around his waist, his true legacy as a boxing great had yet to be established. The Unification series, announced by HBO, promised to change that. For the first time since Muhammad Ali, all the major title holders and top contenders would battle it out in a knockout-style tournament, aiming to crown one fighter as the undisputed champion. The tournament kicked off with Trevor Berbick, the Jamaican brawler, defeating Pinklon Thomas to win the WBC title. Meanwhile, Larry Holmes barely retained his IBF title in a contentious rematch with Michael Spinks. Terrible Tim Witherspoon secured the first knockout in the tournament by defeating Frank Bruno after a grueling 11-round battle. With the champions established, it was time for the qualifying contenders to step into the ring. Bone Crusher Smith, Tony Tucker, Buster Douglas, and Iron Mike Tyson were the fighters who entered the fray. In the quarterfinals, Michael Spinks overcame Bone Crusher Smith, but the big showdown awaited us. The newly crowned WBC champion, Trevor Berbick, would defend his title against the young, highly anticipated entrant to the series, Iron Mike Tyson. This fight was bound to be explosive, with both fighters possessing incredible power and a willingness to engage in close combat. The fight night arrived on November 22, 1986, and Tyson stood on the precipice of greatness at just 20 years of age. The atmosphere inside the arena was electric, as fans eagerly awaited the clash between Tyson and Berbick for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. It was a moment that would define the young boxer's legacy and solidify his place in boxing history. As the bell rang, Tyson wasted no time in asserting his dominance. His explosive speed and devastating power were on full display as he launched a barrage of punches at Berbick, who found himself overwhelmed by the ferocity of his opponent. Tyson's punches landed with precision and force, each blow sapping Berbick's strength and resolve. The young champion-to-be showcased his defensive skills as well, slipping and dodging Berbick's desperate attempts to fight back. It was clear that Tyson's training and mentorship under the legendary Cus D'Amato had molded him into a well-rounded fighter, capable of both offense and defense. With each passing round, Tyson's confidence grew, and the crowd erupted with each thunderous punch he landed. The fight seemed like a mere formality as Tyson continued to dominate his opponent. Berbick's once prominent reputation as a tough brawler was reduced to a mere facade, unable to withstand the onslaught of Tyson's power. And then, in the second round, the inevitable happened. A powerful right hand from Tyson sent Berbick crashing to the canvas. The crowd rose to their feet, sensing that the end was near. Berbick managed to rise, but his legs betrayed him, wobbling unsteadily beneath him. Tyson seized the moment, unleashing a relentless assault on his weakened opponent. Blow after blow landed, with Tyson's fists finding their mark with surgical precision. Berbick was left defenseless, unable to mount any meaningful resistance. And finally, another devastating combination sent him crashing to the canvas once again. The referee had seen enough. He waved off the fight, declaring Mike Tyson the winner by knockout. The crowd erupted in a thunderous roar, celebrating the birth of a new era in heavyweight boxing. Tyson had fulfilled his prophecy, becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history. In the aftermath of the fight, Tyson's victory reverberated throughout the boxing world. The media hailed him as a prodigious talent, a force to be reckoned with. His name became synonymous with power, speed, and dominance. He had captured the hearts and imaginations of boxing fans worldwide. Tyson's achievement as the youngest heavyweight champion in history solidified his place in boxing history. His record-breaking accomplishment became a benchmark for future fighters and added to the storied legacy of the heavyweight division. Tyson's name became synonymous with youth, power, and boxing excellence. But while Tyson basked in the glory of his triumph, the once formidable Trevor Berbick faced a different fate. His defeat marked the beginning of a downward spiral in his life, one plagued by legal troubles and personal demons. The boxing ring, once his domain, became a distant memory as he struggled to find his place in the world. After his defeat to Mike Tyson, Trevor Berbick's life took a tragic turn, showcasing the dark side and harsh realities of the sport of boxing. The physical toll and emotional strain endured by boxers can often have long-lasting effects on their lives outside the ring. Berbick's downward spiral serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges and consequences that fighters face. Following his loss to Tyson, Berbick struggled to regain his footing both personally and professionally. He faced numerous personal struggles, including issues with substance abuse and mental health. These challenges likely stemmed from the physical punishment he endured throughout his boxing career, as well as the psychological impact of defeat and the loss of his championship title. Berbick's legal troubles further compounded his difficulties. He became entangled in legal disputes and faced criminal charges, which further marred his reputation and hindered his ability to rebuild his life. The fame and success he once experienced in the boxing world seemed like a distant memory as he grappled with the consequences of his actions and the challenges that came with his post-boxing life. Trevor Berbick's tragic end served as a reminder of the harsh realities of the sport. Boxing, with all its glory and triumph, also carries a heavy toll. The physical punishment endured by fighters can leave lasting scars, both seen and unseen. The fight between Tyson and Berbick remains a pivotal moment in boxing history. It was a clash of titans, a battle that showcased the raw power and determination of a young prodigy against a seasoned warrior. And in the end, it was Mike Tyson who emerged victorious, etching his name in the annals of boxing greatness. As the years went by, Tyson's career continued to soar to unimaginable heights. He defended his title with conviction, defeating one challenger after another. His reign as heavyweight champion solidified his status as a boxing legend, and his influence extended far beyond the sport. So, as we conclude this chapter of Mike Tyson's remarkable career, let us remember the electrifying atmosphere of that fight night, the thunderous punches that echoed through the arena, and the legacy that Tyson built with each victory. It is a legacy that will forever be etched in the annals of boxing greatness.